Right then, you lot, gather round. We're about to embark on a journey through time, exploring the legacy of a vehicle that's become synonymous with affordable adventure. Today, we're talking about Dacia, specifically the Duster. This isn't just any car, it's a symbol of practicality and resilience. No, not the feather duster your nan uses. The car. The Dacia Duster has carved out a niche for itself in the automotive world. The Dacia Duster has been around for a bit now, first appearing back in 2010. It was a time when the world needed a no-nonsense, budget-friendly SUV. Romanians, bless their socks, built a simple, rugged SUV that didn't cost the earth. It was designed to handle the rough terrains of Romania, and it did so with aplomb. It was basic, but it did the job. Whether you were navigating city streets or country lanes, the Duster was up for the challenge. Over the years, the Duster's been through a few nips and tucks. Each iteration brought subtle improvements, making it more appealing without losing its core identity. They've spruced up the interior a bit, made it slightly less agricultural. The seats are comfier, the dashboard more intuitive, and the tech, well, it's there. Engines have come and gone, some better than others, but always with an eye on affordability. From the early petrol engines to the more recent diesel options, the Duster has always aimed to offer value for money. Now, in 2025 we've got a new Duster, and the question is it any good? With its modern design and updated features, it promises to continue the legacy of being a reliable, cost-effective SUV. So let's dive in and see what this new model has to offer. Right, let's have a look at what makes this thing go. First up, you've got your petrol options. There's a 1.0-liter 3-cylinder which is about as lively as a sloth in a coma. Avoid it like the plague. Then there's the 1.3-liter 4-cylinder. It's got a bit more oomph, but don't expect to be setting any land speed records. If you want my advice, go for the diesel. The 1.5-liter diesel is the pick of the bunch. It's got decent pull and won't cost you a fortune to run. There's even a mild hybrid version if you're feeling environmentally conscious. Though, let's be honest, you buy a Duster because you want a bargain, not to save the planet. Now, let's talk about what you get for your hard-earned cash. The Duster comes in a few different flavors, but don't expect the world, even at the top end. The base model is about as basic as it gets. Wind-up windows, manual everything, and enough plastic in the interior to make a Lego factory jealous. Move up the range and you get luxuries like electric windows, a touchscreen infotainment system, and maybe even some fancy stitching on the seats. Don't get too excited though, it's still a Dacia. If you want heated seats and a panoramic sunroof, you're better off looking elsewhere. Section 4, Behind the Wheel. The Duster on the open road. So, what's it like to drive? The Dacia Duster 2025 is a vehicle that invites you to take the scenic route, to explore the unbeaten paths, and to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Well, don't expect it to handle like a sports car. The Duster is built for practicality and comfort, not for setting lap records. It's no Mazda MX-5, that's for sure. The Duster doesn't have the razor-sharp handling or the low-slung stance of a sports car. The steering is vague, the suspension is soft, and there's a fair bit of body roll in the corners. But you know what? That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not trying to be a sports car. The Duster is designed to be a reliable companion for your everyday adventures, whether you're commuting to work or heading out for a weekend getaway. The Duster is at its best when you're cruising along a country road, not tearing up a racetrack. It's about enjoying the drive, taking in the scenery, and feeling at ease behind the wheel. The ride is comfortable enough, even on rougher surfaces. The suspension may be soft, but it soaks up the bumps and ruts of a dirt road with ease, making for a smooth and pleasant ride. The seats are surprisingly supportive and the visibility is good. You get a commanding view of the road ahead, which is great for both city driving and countryside adventures. It's not going to excite you, but it'll get you from A to B without any fuss. The Duster is all about practicality and reliability, offering a no-nonsense approach to driving. And let's be honest, that's what most people want from a car, isn't it? A vehicle that can handle the daily grind, the weekend trips, and everything in between without breaking a sweat. The Dacia Duster 2025 is just that kind of car. Section 5, Weighing the Scales, the Good, the Bad, and the Dacia. Right, let's break it down. The Dacia Duster has been a popular choice for many, but what exactly makes it stand out? And where does it fall short? What's good about the Duster? First off, it's the price. Well, the price for one. It's still one of the cheapest SUVs on the market. This makes it an attractive option for budget-conscious buyers who still want the benefits of an SUV. You get a lot of car for your money. The Duster offers a spacious interior, which is perfect for families or those who need extra room for cargo. It's also a practical thing, with a decent-sized boot and plenty of space for passengers. Whether you're going on a road trip or just running errands, the Duster can handle it all. And it's fairly frugal, especially the diesel engine. This means fewer stops at the fuel station and more miles on the road. If you want a cheap and cheerful runabout, the Duster is hard to beat. It's reliable, easy to drive, and doesn't break the bank. But it's not all sunshine and roses. There are some drawbacks to consider. The interior is still pretty basic, even on the top-spec models. While it gets the job done, it lacks the premium feel of more expensive rivals. The infotainment system is laggy and the materials feel cheap. This can be a letdown for those who prioritize tech and comfort. And it's not exactly a driver's car. The handling is adequate, but it doesn't offer the engaging driving experience that some competitors do. If you want something that's fun to drive, you'll need to look elsewhere. The Duster is more about practicality and value than thrills behind the wheel. In conclusion, the Dacia Duster is a solid choice for those who need an affordable, practical SUV. It may not be perfect, but it offers great value for money and gets the job done. Section 6. Price Wars, Duster versus the crossover crowd. Now the million-dollar question, how does it stack up against the competition? Well, the Duster's main selling point is its price. It undercuts rivals like the Nissan Qashqai, Kia Sportage, and Hyundai Tucson by a considerable margin. But you do get what you pay for. The Duster can't match the refinement, features, or performance of its more expensive rivals. But that's not really the point, is it? The Duster isn't trying to be a premium SUV, it's a no-frills workhorse that offers honest, affordable motoring. And in that respect, it still holds its own. Section 7, should you take the plunge? The final verdict. So, there you have it folks, the Dacia Duster, cheap, cheerful, and about as exciting as a wet weekend in Scunthorpe. It's not going to set your heart racing, but it'll get the job done without breaking the bank. If you're looking for a practical, affordable SUV and you're not bothered about having all the latest gadgets, the Duster is worth a look. But if you want something with a bit more polish, you're better off spending a bit more money. Me? I'd rather have a Dacia Sandero and a weekend in Monaco enjoying the sun.